National Lottery Awards for All is a quick way to apply for smaller amounts of funding between £300 and £20,000 to support your project for up to 2 years. We want to support people, communities and organisations facing more demands and challenges because of the cost of living crisis. You can apply for a maximum of £20,000 within a 12-month period. We can fund projects that bring people together to build strong relationships in and across communities, improve the places and spaces that matter to communities, and help more people to reach their potential. By supporting them at the earliest possible stage. This type of funding is for voluntary or community organisations in England. There is no deadline for this application. It can take up to 16 weeks from when you submit your application to get a decision. How to apply? We cannot fund retrospective costs. You cannot spend any of the money you have applied for or run the activities you need funding for until you have heard if you've been successful. We assess applications in the order they are submitted, and we're sorry for the delay and any issues it causes you. To apply, visit tnl-funding/funding/programs/national-lottery-for-all-England. We're happy to talk about alternative ways for you to tell us about your idea and to provide alternative application support and formats. For easy read application forms, large print documents, or to talk about any other communication support needs, please contact us. England, phone 0345 410 2030. Opening hours Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Email general.inquiries@tnlcommunityfund.org.uk. Address Apex House, 3 Embassy Drive, Edgbaston, Birmingham, B151TR. For those with a hearing or speech impairment, text relay 18001 plus 0345 410 2030. BSL users can contact us in England using Sign Video. Visit our Contact Us webpage, tnlcommunityfund.org.uk/about/contact-us. What information you need to apply? Your project should involve your community. People know best what's needed in their communities. It's important to involve your community from the start, in the design, development and delivery of the activities you are planning. We want to fund projects that are connected to local people and their communities and use their existing skills and experience. To find out what's important to the people in your community, you could do a survey, have a meeting, make telephone calls, or talk to other organisations and people that are important to your community. You could also involve the people your project helps in running your organisation and making decisions. If you'll be working with children, young people or vulnerable adults, you need to have a policy in place that explains how they'll be safe. If you get funding, you'll need to follow our policy on safeguarding children and adults at risk. Your contact details. We ask for the contact details, home address and dates of birth of 2 different people from your organisation. Both contacts need different email addresses. One person should be someone we can talk to if we have any questions about your project. The other should be a senior member of your organisation who will be legally responsible for the funding. Both people need to live in the UK, and these two people cannot be related by blood or married to each other, in a civil partnership with each other or in a long-term relationship with each other, or living together at the same address. We ask for the legal name of your organisation and its address, and what type of organisation it is. You should make sure these are up to date and match up with any information or identity documents we ask for. We ask for your information about what sort of projects you'd like to run with the funding you are applying for, and how your project will help and involve your community. We ask for information about your organisation's accounts. We want to know the date your accounts wrap up each year and how much income you have. If you don't have yearly accounts because you're an organisation that's less than 15 months old, that's okay. We can still look at your application. We ask for a bank statement from the last 3 months. It should show your organisation's legal name, the address the statements are sent to, your bank's name, your account number and sort code, and the date the statement was issued. We cannot pay into all bank accounts. Your bank account needs to be a registered UK bank. We cannot transfer money into certain types of bank accounts like Tide, Cash Plus and PayPal. What happens after you apply? You send us your application. We'll get back to you with a decision. This can take up to 16 weeks. During these 16 weeks, we look at your idea and do security checks. We might give you a call within those 16 weeks to talk a little bit more about your idea or ask for more information. If your application is successful, we'll send you an email with the good news. You can start your project as soon as you get this email if you want to. And we'll put the funding in your bank account within 14 days or sooner if possible. You can then start spending the funding on your project. You should spend the funding the way you said you would in your application, unless you have spoken to us and we have agreed spending changes. We might check in from time to time to see how things are going. You can find out more about managing your funding on our website at www.tnlcommunityfund.org.uk/funding/managing-your-grants. We'll be in touch to encourage you to share your National Lottery funding story so you can let people know about your grant and the amazing work you're doing in your community. If your application is unsuccessful, we'll send you an email telling you why.